This Pride Month, we're taking a deeper look at the contributions made by those who have loved LGBTQ+ people, especially at a very dark time in our country's history. Our Laura Ullman takes us to the Vermont History Museum, where you can find a piece of the AIDS Memorial Quilt right in our backyard.
I was his little friend, you know, and we would sing together, and he would teach me how to harmonize, and God forbid if I didn't do it right.
Joe DiTillo could sing, dance, and loved fashion. His sister, Marianne, was 7 years younger. She looked up to him and loved going with him everywhere, including to see their parents in Florida, where DiTillo later died of AIDS.
He used to say jokingly, yeah, someday my name is going to be up in lights. And so I said, I'm going to put his name up in lights.
DiTillo, born in 1954, died in 1995. His sister wanted him to be memorialized forever, so with the help of her friend Nancy Luke, they created a panel that joined over 100,000 others.
We've been bonded ever since.
Each name represented on the AIDS Memorial Quilt is a 3-by-6 foot panel meant to replicate the size of a grave. Health officials first became aware of HIV in 1981. It took approximately 4 years for any public leader to acknowledge it.
We need people to remember this. It's shameful. It's truly shameful.
With a promise to the past comes a hope for the future.
A young queer person asked me what my red ribbon meant on my lapel pin. And I was a little shocked that he didn't know.
Danny McGibney lost a cousin to AIDS, and more recently, a neighbor. While the devastating disease has taken much from McGibney's life, it doesn't stop him from giving back.
As I felt an obligation as someone who survived the pandemic to educate people, and hosting the AIDS Memorial Quilt is a really great way to do that.
His idea to bring blocks of the quilt back to Vermont is to educate youth. Now there's sections of the quilt hanging in the Aldrich Library, this one at the Vermont History Museum, and 2 at the State House. In the space where it hangs, there's a somber feeling. To see how big it is and know it's just a small part of a quilt large enough it once filled our National Mall is disorienting. For Marianne, it's the first time she's seen the patch since she made it.
As I said, it's been 30 years, and it's still right here.
You can see this piece of the quilt in the Vermont History Museum up until August 2nd. Reporting in Montpelier, Laura Ullman, Channel 3 News.